All right. Hello, gamers. We're here.
Hello. How's everyone doing today? Hope you all are doing well. So, you haven't read the description or the title? Actually, I don't even know if the description's correct.
Description should be correct. I think I changed
it. I didn't check. I just realized that.
It should be. I'm fairly certain.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael. So, what we're doing today is fixing this deck.
Yeah, this deck's got some problems with it.
I'm just gonna put this out there. I know we're saying here that we're doing $100 upgrades. I think that they just should have been in the deck to begin with.
Yeah,
just gonna put that out there.
Quite a few of those.
This is a very limited release product with a whole bunch of issues with it, so needed more value to it to justify what they did with that. Even then, still didn't justify it, but to at least try to make it better.
This is heinous levels of bad.
So, what we want to do is put $100 in here and make the 20 ways to win actually 20 ways to win. An actual strategy for winning the game as opposed to just we put the cards there.
Wait, you're telling me we're supposed to win the game?
Yes. Or die trying.
Or die trying? Come on, Jason. That doesn't sound like the WotC way.
It's our way, at least.
We're supposed to sit there until turn 8 and just play our big spells while our opponents win, right? That's how this deck's supposed to work.
Exactly. Exactly. Alright. So, for those of you unfamiliar with this deck, this is a secret Lair deck that was given, but that WotC sold, and they say there's 20 ways to win in that. 3 of the ways to win are combat damage, commander damage, and mill. So not 20 alternate ways to win, just 20 ways to win. And 20-Toed Toad is on there twice because it has 2 separate triggers.
Which I go, sure, I guess that's 2 ways to win.
Right.
However...
I guess that counts. Also, there's a few cards in here that I'm not quite sure on. I'll start here, honestly. I am not sure how I feel about the entire life gain package that they have in this deck.
I also do not really like it. I think it's quite not good. Also, I can't find my copy of this deck. It's just chilling here somewhere.
You'll find it someday, right?
I was gonna show it off and say, hey, I have actual stake in this one.
Does stalling the game out till everyone goes home count? In our
hearts. I mean, look. If you want to be that guy, I ain't gonna stop you. However...
So, let's get... Matt, since you're wanting to actually, apply these upgrades to your deck, right?
Yep.
Alright. So, let's establish a couple, rules. Are 2-card combos allowed?
2-card combos are perfectly allowed.
Okay. As long as they are an alternate way to win?
Yes.
How do we feel about... And this is a relevant question. Because WotC put mill on here with a single card in the deck that actually mills the opponent as one of the ways to win.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of that being considered the way to win, especially considering that it only kills one player at a time.
It kills one player at a time, and you can't loop this card.
Right.
Friendly reminder.
Yes. So, one of the things they distinctly left out of here as well is they left out any card that says a player loses the game. If that is repeatable, do we count that as winning the game?
I would say if all of my opponents lose the game and I'm the last one standing, that I effectively, not effectively, I have won the game by the game rules.
Okay.
So...
Because that makes sense to me, because I'm just going to say here, like, there are two funny alternate ways to win that we can use with Phage. Or with Phage, the Untouchable. One is just bonking your opponent, and then the other one is using the Phage plus Fractured Identity to give it to all of your opponents.
Yeah.
That's two alternate win cons in one card. As well.
I love it.
But one of them's a 2-card combo, so yeah. Just saying. Chat, are we fulfilling the mission? Does this count as alternate ways to win?
After some soul searching, I think they'll come to agree with us on that one. Oh, hey, Jason, I found it.
Excellent.
Boom. There's my actual stake. There it is. There it is. I have actual stake in this one. This will be applied and shown on the channel. Vraska's instant win seems nice.
Yeah. There are a couple... So that was one of the other things I noted, is Infect is not mentioned. Which I would certainly consider a way to win the game. And I don't think it's too difficult. I think that's fair to find a way to get Infect in here somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Infect seems pretty solid.
But we'll at least keep that as an option.
So I'm going to, off the rip, just go ahead and enable tags.
Tag alternate win con?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's grab anything that's an alternate win con.
Go ahead and make these.
Can we sneak in Exodia for the lulz? I mean, we could assemble some jank combo machine and count that as Exodia. Is that fine?
I mean... yeah... Like...
As long as it does it through a means that is, an alternate win con of some kind.
Change tags. Does this...
It's not showing you the recent new ones for this deck, or is it? That's weird.
This is why?
That's global tags, so...
Oh, I know. I thought I just made that. In fact...
Where's the tag?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's only showing untagged things, so I guess... Oh, did you not do... Oh, yeah, hashtag and then exclamation point, yeah.
Here we go. Save. So now... Jason, it's not working.
Huh.
Is it because you also have the deck list open?
Maybe. Well, let's see if I can do it. And if that's the case, where I'm not allowed to have it open, then I guess I'll change that. Wait, actually, now I think about it. Is it just going to load in my tags? No. Okay,
no.
Cool. It didn't do that.
And that might be why it's not working on global tags.
Yeah, that might be the case then.
Which, I mean, I can just tag these up as, like, alternate win cons. That's not a big deal.
Yeah. You just can't do global tags when it's shared. Okay, good to know.
Alright, that's not that big a deal.
Sure. I'll start dragging some over as well.
Yep.
Because, like, we can do non-combat damage as an alternate win con as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, they gave us a Heliod, so, like, Ballista now becomes somewhat reasonable.
Oh, they did give us the good Heliod.
Yeah, I don't know why they did.
You know, it makes sense if two of our ways to win are Test of Endurance and Felidar Sovereign.
I mean...
The Heliod is actually kind of relevant in both those ways to win.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're really loose on some of these win conditions, by the way, guys. Like Liliana's contract when demons. Jason, do you see any demons here?
I see a Masswood Nexus.
Demons? Anything? Oh, luck bobblehead? Oh, don't you worry. We're going to be putting some bobbleheads in here.
Okay, so I was going to ask about the bobbleheads later because they're a tough one to work with.
Like,
they do work. It's tough.
I've got another deck sitting right next to me that may or may not have the luck bobblehead as an actual win condition, but
okay, I think we got all of them tagged if you hit refresh.
Yeah. Let me refresh here. 16? Yes. Yeah.
Yep, that's correct, because 20-toed toad is counted twice.
And then our 2 combat damage.
Mm-hmm. Combat damages and then mill. And can we just...
Can I just cut the Drown in Dreams?
Can we just not do that?
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to do for all of these. I'm just going to move them to sideboard.
So they're still counted in the budget?
Well, we know we're taking this price right here plus...
Yeah, it's still counted then.
Plus 100, yeah. Yeah. We're just adding $100 to the price. That's all we're doing.
While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and start doing some other tags.
You got it. I'm just going to go ahead and do my ramp tag here, like normal.
Yep. I'm doing some of the lands.
Oh, the gates tag. Very important.
Lands and lands gates. Both in here. Get anything that says gate on it real quick so that's an easier one to work with. Why is there a Darksteel Citadel in this deck?
Good question. Like, genuinely good question. I guess because you can mechanize production it.
Yeah, that's probably
which is kind of cute. But also, why would I not mechanize production my Soul Ring? Or...
I mean, you mechanize production what you can get, right? But
sure.
That's a dubious one, we'll say.
Yeah, I'm not a...
The Homeward Path here is also very unusual.
Is ramp?
There's some interesting utility lands in here that I like that they reprinted. I just don't like them in this deck.
So K&T is just ramp, correct?
Yes, it is not there to do anything other than ramp.
Okay. That's what I figured, but I have to ask. Don't want your lands getting destroyed, says Questing Feldegriff. That's why it's in here. True.
I guess that's why they also put in the indestructible tapped land.
There's just some interesting choices here.
Some very questionable things here.
It's ramp. Oh, hey, Mystic Grimoire is in this deck, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of nice.
It's like actually a good card.
Yeah. It's a good one to have. I don't hate it.
We might be getting its friend in here, because even though we have a lot of... We have quite a few alternate win cons. As it turns out, alternate win cons tend to be very cheap.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and do a board wipes.
I was actually doing that right now.
Okay, you got it. Here, why don't I just hit refresh so I can see what yours says as well?
Oh, Caesar's Rock also gains life. Okay, I was going to say I don't understand why that's there either, but I have a feeling it's probably not staying.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have an untagged land in here somewhere? Because I could have sworn there were 37 lands in this deck.
No. There is only 36. Only 36 lands.
But when I undo the tags, there's 37. Oh, Maze's End. There we go.
Yeah. Alternate win condition.
There we go. Get in the land section. I'm not going to put it in with the actual gates package. This is just literally to count the number of gates.
Well, I was correct. There is 15 to 20 now. This is an actual win condition. Yeah.
This is a decent number. There's like 2 more gates we could
My
add to this.
question is, how much is this one?
Talongate's probably not available.
Oh, it's like $12.
Well, okay, that's
I can make
doable.
that work. I can make that work, yeah. And then,
I haven't missed much yet. We are just starting on, like, we're tagging out the deck at the moment, trying to get some ideas as to what the deck's...
Okay, we can
doing
add both
overall.
of those for $20.
Oh,
And
wow,
have the-
Planar Nexus is much cheaper than I thought it was.
We can have the complete 21 gates in the deck.
Okay.
I'm here for this.
No,
We're gonna tag the rest of the deck out, but like, I'm here for this.
Okay.
Also, we're gonna get cheaper on our board wipes because, God bless, 6 mana board wipes in my control deck. Kind of a yikes for me, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to add another tag in here that's called Alternate WinCon Support.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So its
Have
whole
you done
purpose
the-
there is
have you
to
done the
support an
card
alternate
draw?
WinCon.
Yeah.
Card draw? No, I hadn't done one yet.
Okay. Let me go ahead and get that in here then.
Okay. So let me see here.
Oh, this is ramp.
What is
Ramp.
specifically supporting alternate WinCons here? Torian Mauler is only here to support alternate WinCons.
I'm here for it.
Why is there morbid opportunities in this deck?
Why is
Correction,
there a
why-
Gaunty
why
in this
was
deck?
there a morbid alternativeness in this deck?
Like, I guess for the Revel and Riches package with the Yahini? Like, well,
But that's... The Revel and Riches package is... Revel and Riches is opponent stuff, right?
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I got no clue why these are here.
Yeah.
Genuinely no clue.
Okay, I'm going to put all of these random Souls Attendant type cards into the support package.
Ooh, Aura Champions in this deck. I like that card. That card's quite good.
Things that care about 1/1 counter synergy are also here for Miles Anima.
Mm-hmm.
So I can put those into it. Do we care about Hangerback Walker? It is a mechanized production card, technically. It just makes a bunch of tokens when it dies. I mean, I guess either way, I'll move it into. It's there to be support.
Yeah, it's...
Do we count Tireless Tracker as being support? I know it can be, but that feels like a stretch.
That feels like such a stretch. Cosmic Ascendancy just will win on its own.
Yeah.
Where you don't need the Tireless Tracker.
Yeah.
But
Also,
I almost want to put it in card draw.
I mean, we can put it in card draw. That's fine. It's just saying that it's not alternate WinCon support. We don't need to think of it as alternate WinCon support.
Yeah.
Perhaps a weird case. I don't think of Shalai as alternate WinCon support because 6 mana to put 1 counter on each of your things is not very good. Well, it does help with Simic Ascendancy, I guess. But Sunscorched Region, because it just gets very large and still gains those counters very quickly, I feel like it is alternate WinCon support.
And also gains life in the same process, so we're covering
Right, so
our
it's-
bases.
Right, it's overlapping on a lot of different things. So I think that does count, but I don't know if Shalai does.
I don't think Shalai does.
Yeah. Okay.
This is technically card draw? Augur of Autumn, if you think about it in a weird way. Because you technically get an extra card in your hand, because the top of your deck is now part of your hand.
You right?
I'm really stretching here, guys. This is another one that I'm like, why is this here? But
there's...
I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna make a tag that's just gonna be called WTF Wizards. There we go.
Sure.
That's where my Masquerade Nexus, Yahenni... Morbid Opportunist. Oh, this is ramp. Ramp.
Yeah.
This is card draw.
That's just protection. That is a ramp piece. That is alternate win con support. There's... Because we have no self-mill, I can't think of Eerie Ultimatum as technically alternate win con support. I think it's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Alright. Then... let me hit refresh and see where we're at. You get your own removal single target. I actually spelled out the word single target. So I can change that over.
Oh, yeah. I just always do ST. Because
That's fair. That's just not what I've done before, so...
That's just the developer and me trying to shortcut as much as possible.
That's completely reasonable to do. I guess, do I technically put Crib Swap as alternate win con support?
No.
Okay. Does Lignify get to count as alternate win con support? For Happily Ever After, right?
That's... If we... Yeah? I mean, technically...
Alright. Count that one.
Sure.
I think it's a decent enough card to actually stay, so, like... I don't mind at least giving it that nod of, okay, you're doing something. Okay. So... Tracker gets to go in card draw?
Yeah. Tracker goes in card draw. Shalai gets to go
Wizards?
in WTF Wizards.
Seaborn Muse, also WTF Wizards.
Yeah, but that
Good
one
card.
at least kind of makes sense because it's a good enough card, but...
Yeah, but like, what alternate win con is it working with?
Ghostly Prison? What the fuck, Wizards?
Yeah, that's just like protection.
I don't even think it's protection.
It's a type of protection. It's just stacksy stuff, you know?
Yeah, we'll call Eerie Ultimatum protection because that's really what it's serving.
Oh yeah, yeah. Provisioner would be better for just for making the treasures.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Pariah does count as removal. Okay, fair enough. I'm trying to think if there's anything that like wants to be targeted on our side for any reason.
No. I mean, I guess you can technically have like Torian Maul or Sunscorch Regent be the target of that.
Yeah, and so it's just kind of like not dying.
Yeah.
Can I put that in What the Fuck Wizards?
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. Just want to be sure, because that one's like really weird to me.
It is both
Really weird.
single target removal.
I mean, that's true. Okay, so with our commander, who has no way to trigger additional... there's no other shrines in this deck. Should mention that as well.
Yeah,
Zero other
absolutely no
shrines.
shrines. Like, why is there Commander Go Shintai and not like Ramos? It actually makes no sense.
Yeah. We have 16 alternate win cons. 10 cards that directly support those alternate win cons. 12 pieces of ramp, some board wipes, some single target removal. 8 cards that were just like, I genuinely don't know why you're here.
Yep.
Well, okay. Technically, Maskwood Nexus should be in the alternate win con support.
Sure. I still don't know why it's here.
I mean, that's fair. That's very fair.
I don't understand why the card it's supporting is here. So
we already taken out the Drown in Dreams and the Morbid Opportunist, which were like two random pieces of card draw that really didn't do a lot.
I just don't know how you trigger the Morbid Opportunist or the Drown in Dreams other than board wipes.
Yeah, the Morbid Opportunist is also like you only get one card per turn at most.
Mm-hmm.
And like it is a good card. Do not get me wrong, but it is not good in this deck.
It doesn't make sense in this deck at all.
Yeah.
So
there's no real way to do anything with it.
So, all right. I think we've got everything tagged here.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, every card's been tagged.
All right. So I think we're good to go ahead and start naming alternate win conditions that we're just going to go ahead and flat out cut from the deck.
Sure.
Biovisionary.
You want to cut Biovisionary? That's fine. That means you don't have to play with Rite of Replication then.
Yep.
So that can go.
That goes.
Liliana's Contract as well.
Moxfield is having an aneurysm real quick. There we go.
I will stop editing for a moment.
Yeah, Liliana's Contract gets to go to sideboard.
Okay. I think Halo Fountain is also a miserable card to actually try to make work.
Yeah, unless you're playing like specifically Balin.
Mm.
I don't think this is very good or easy to do.
Yeah. Now that said, we could go down a tokens route that makes this easier to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Clever Concealment technically helps with this. Not think about it, but like, not really.
Yeah. For now, I'm going to move it to sideboard. We can absolutely bring it back in.
Okay. Helix Pinnacle is honestly fine. I think there's going to be ways to generate enough mana that we can do that one.
Hellkite Tyrant is actually surprisingly easy in a game of Commander to win with.
I mean, I so rarely see it actually win, but hey, it's kind of a freebie.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a high enough quality card that you can play it on its own. On the
And
flip side of
also,
things,
if you take somebody's Soul Ring and Arcane Signet, you can still use them.
exactly. Like, it's good enough to just accrue resources. My else area is also difficult to do, but honestly, you should play it.
It's still quite solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Obviously, the card we're never going to cut because
Ascent. That's the easiest alternate win con on the whole deck, aside from maybe Approach of the Second Sun.
Yeah. Mechanized Production,
I'm
okay with leaving it, but
I think that one is doable.
Because, like, you can stick it on a treasure or...
Exactly. I think the goal is to mechanize production treasures.
Which sounds great to me.
Yeah, we want to try to consolidate what we're doing. I think... Okay, so... Just so everyone's aware, I have built an alternate win con deck that played Ramos before, where I played like 20 alternate win cons in it as well. So, this is not new water for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's the question of how do you want to do this, and now that you have different options.
Yeah.
Like, 20-Toed Toad would have been so good in my build, because the way I did it was I went and said, okay, I'm going to try to focus on two types of alternate win cons. Any ones that are focused on 1/1 counters, or counters of any kind, and then the ones that are focused on treasures.
Yep.
Because those are by far the easiest to do. And the thing that I found that was useful was using like blue artifact proliferate stuff as kind of like the in-between to help sandwich that together. And then just using like a generic rank package to round out what you're doing. Congratulations, we played Simic bullshit.
Congratulations, we played 5-color Simic bullshit.
Exactly. Like, it's kind of what it is. And I did compare these two decks earlier. There were 58 cards different, and I was astonished by that. Like, 58 cards different? Dear Lord.
Jeez.
That's a lot.
That's quite a amount.
Oh, I should also mention that I did have Felidar Sovereign in the deck because it was like it can enable itself. I didn't have Test of Endurance.
Test of Endurance is kind of hard.
Yes, it's much harder than Felidar Sovereign because Felidar Sovereign just needs to attack on its own and it's fine.
Yeah.
But Test of Endurance can at least do something. But the thing I wanted to point out is that, so are we going to change obviously we are changing the commander, I should say. Are we going to change it to Ramos, or do we want to look at our options?
Let's look at our options.
Okay.
Ramos is just easy, but so I believe I can just go to EDH rec.
Yes.
5 colors.
Okay.
All right.
So
we have options, chat.
Yes, we do. So if you want kind of just like generic 5-color options, Kenrith is good.
Kenrith is good.
Like it gives you the 1/1 counters, and it draws you cards, which are 2 of your alternate win cons. Plus, it gives you reanimation.
The bridge.
Bridge is fine. Yeah, it's value. It only hits your creature options, but like, hitting a creature every turn is good. I don't think this is a good Joda deck. Could be an Ur-Dragon deck, but I don't think it's worth doing Ur-Dragon.
I don't think it's worth doing Ur-Dragon. Sisay doesn't make sense. There's not a lot of legends in the deck.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
All the typo commanders don't make sense.
Yeah, we got Ramos. Ramos makes sense. There could be a combo that would make Morphon make sense, but...
If we could somehow make every spell an assassin spell.
That one does say an opponent loses the game.
It do.
I straight up hadn't even thought about that. Okay. That is interesting. That would be like, in terms of raw power of commanders, it would be one of the worst ones, but it does say lose the game on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Obviously, this Joda's still quite good.
That one enables omniscient stuff if we wanted to try to do that as a way to win. So that's not the worst option. Cody probably isn't good.
No.
Okay, I guess this is also a relevant thing. You and I had already talked about this, so I already know your answer to this, but we do not want to play with the room's alternate win con, right?
No. No.
We're not leaning that deep into Enchantress, so Marina Vendrell is not a good option.
That requires way too many card slots in a dedicated deck to do.
Okay. What about Jared Carthelion? I want to double check to be 100% sure here. So for Happily Ever After, at the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 5 colors among permanents you control, and there are 6 or more card types among permanents you control and or in your graveyard, and your life total is greater than your starting life total, you win the game. So Jared provides 2 permanent types in 1 card.
2 permanent types. Magical Christmas Land, which is actually quite good. Because you get 2 treasures, draw a card. Pretty much guaranteed.
It also gives you 1/1 counters that can matter for your 2 win cons that care about that.
Yeah, I don't hate Jared here.
What's the ultimate again? A multicolor card from your graveyard to your hand. Mix all colors, draw a card, and create 2 treasures. Oh, also makes treasures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jared's like an actual contender here.
Yeah, Jared, Ramos.
Okay.
Ezio is the sleeper dark horse.
Rukarumel also is an option for if we wanted to do the win con or the creature type based ones for contract. It's primarily just for contract, but
because it enables all that stuff in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, none of these do give us the option for like copying Biovisionary, so we don't even need to think about Biovisionary really.
No. Jensen's not the worst.
He's
just not good here.
Yeah, he just really doesn't do enough.
Yeah. You know what card does do enough? Our friend here. Old Niv.
The cool Niv?
The good Niv. No, the cool Niv is up here. This is the cool Niv.
Okay. Honestly, as much as I hate to say it, there's really not going to be a lot of 2-color cards in the deck. So neither of them are great, honestly. But if you were going to randomly pick one, you probably pick the other one. As much as I would love to play Guild Pact. Horde of Notions would give you some options for alternate win cons that involve elementals.
Partner pairs are boring. We're not even going to think about them.
Jaggy.
Oh, Jagantha.
Let's see.
How many individual color pips do we got?
Not as many as you'd hope.
Yeah, not enough. Not enough for Jaggy.
Yeah, you probably can't do Jaggy. You could potentially... No. Actually, too many of your alternate win con cards are double of certain colors, so never mind. Can't even do that. Vorthos, you don't say. And there's also the option of a Togatog, which would open Baron Glory as a win con. I can't imagine a Togatog is where you want to go.
No.
You have to play so many Togs to try to make that work.
Okay. I think I've narrowed it down to 3.
Alright, hit me with it.
The obvious 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of digging the Jared Carthalion.
Okay.
He does.
So no to Ramos?
Yeah, well, Ramos is just kind of easy. It is putting the alternate win conditions on easy mode.
Okay. I mean, I will not say no to Jared Carthalion here, especially as that is a 65-cent card.
Yeah.
But for a $100 budget, we got... Gives us plenty of options to work with still.
And also, it is just good at enabling, 3 of the alternate win conditions on the deck? So...
Yeah, it does help with 3 of them, which is way more than I was expecting. I was like, 2 was, 1 to 2 of them was like, yeah, that's maybe good enough, but 3? That's a lot of overlap.
Although we do have to have 5 colors, it has to be a 5-color card, which also isn't that hard to do. Considering what we want to be playing in this deck.
Yeah, there's probably a couple of 5-color cards we would be interested in trying out in the deck. Honestly, I do think that ult is not going to help too much.
Yeah.
But I do think that you plus 1 and then you minus, and then you immediately just put a bunch of counters onto something. That's good enough. That's going to enable a fair bit.
I mean, you plus 1, you minus, you make an 8/8 plus a... I don't know, like a 6/6. Your Simic Ascendancy now has 8 counters on it. So have fun.
Yeah. Go to town and like do some good work with that. I think it's interesting.
I
Uh,
genuinely like the Jared here. This is
Yeah.
the one time I'm actually saying that I like this card.
yeah. I will also say that I do think Kenrith gives you some options for alternate win cons by milling your opponent out if you go for infinite mana.
Mm-hmm.
But it does mean you're just pushing for, infinite mana combos. You win the game that way.
Yeah, which are lame.
I mean, it would certainly invalidate the need for Helix Pinnacle if we were going to do that.
Exactly. See, we want to win with the Helix Pinnacle.
All right, then. Let's go Jared. First time we're going to play Jared. ED on that one.
ED.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious, we just cannot.
It's true.
No,
it is just Jared Carthalion.
Set as commander. Here we go. We're gonna move you to sideboard. Go Shintai. This is the one time we're actually ever going to use this freaking card.
All right. So we now have access to a token producer
Mm-hmm.
and 1/1 consistent 1/1 counters in the command zone as well.
Yep.
And we don't mind playing with more colors. Okay.
Hello, Kelvin. How's it going?
Hey, Kelvin.
Kelvin, we've done the unthinkable. We're actually going to play Jared Carthalion in a deck.
It certainly does more than the other option. Huh. Okay. So now we get some interesting options here. All right, can we go ahead and say that, like, Auriok Champion, for example, is not a card that we're going to need? You know, sideboard Test of Endurance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, Auriok Champion's good to go for me.
Okay. I think Hangerback can go as well.
Yep.
The Forgotten Ancient maybe can stay. We'll want to see.
Yeah, it works really well with Simic Ascendancy.
Mhm.
So...
the Heliod's Intervention is probably not necessary anymore.
I don't think it is.
Okay. Probably don't need Torian Mauler, however it is something.
It's neat.
I'm a little more willing to work with the Sunscorched region.
I am too. It enables enough of the other alternate win conditions.
Gates Ablaze over one of the expensive board wipes? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that 100% that's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, probably just take out the Eternal Wanderer at that point.
So what were we at? 374? We'll go with that. So 474 is our target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shoot for 474. Okay.
Pariah, I'm taking out.
Yeah, that one really does confuse me.
Yeah, Henny.
Yeah, Yeheni just shouldn't be here. I don't understand what they were trying to accomplish with the Yeheni. I guess I can kind of see what they were going for. Sacrifice one of your creatures, make it indestructible, board wipe, put a bunch of counters onto Yeheni, maybe enable an alternate win con that way.
Enable the Simic Ascendancy condition.
Yeah, Simic Ascendancy or Mael's.
Yeah.
It's a sticky creature with 1/1 counters on it. Okay. There was something.
Ghoulish Impetus.
That one I genuinely have no idea.
I just don't like these cards.
Oh, completely fair. I don't like them either. I'm just like, I'm just trying to figure out what the plan was. Masquerade doesn't need to be here, right?
No.
Okay. Sun Titan's probably just okay for now.
I was going to say Sun Titan's probably good enough. Shalai's still probably good enough. Seedborn Muse is just always good in general.
I don't think this is a good Seedborn Muse deck.
Oh, no, it's probably not. But, I mean, it can at least allow for things to happen.
That's fair. probably do want to be playing like 4 board wipes on this deck.
Yeah. Which is why we're playing Gates Ablaze.
Yeah, that's fine. it makes sense.
And also, it doesn't hurt our commander at all.
True. Okay. So let's take a look at some other alternate win cons we can work with. As I mentioned before, when I did this, I worked with counters as the way of doing things. So I had like Azor's Elocutor, which that one's a bad alternate win con, but it is technically possible to just win with that card alone.
Yep.
We can't play Coalition Victory, Battle of Wits.
Damn.
Chance
No Battle
Encounter,
of Wits.
Just there's no way we're playing Chance Encounter, right?
Look, Jason, just give us like another 2 months for WotC to do their commander ban list update.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get to play our Coalition Victory. Copium.
Maybe, actually.
That one's like genuinely, I'd be shocked if it isn't unbanned.
Yep. We can do Darksteel Reactor, although that one is really hard if we do not go deep into
proliferating.
Yeah. The only time I've ever seen that card win is when I did it within this deck, so...
Epic Struggle's, like, kind of real, right?
Okay, so, that was one of the cards I was going to say, I want to put Epic Struggle into the deck. And this is the only reason I haven't immediately removed Halo Fountain, because I know the perfect support card.
Yeah. Scoot Swarm. Wow, that is cheap. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that is cheap. Huh.
Hello there. I'm gonna go ahead and just put the Scoot Father in here.
Yep, get the friend in. It's untagged somewhere, I'm sure.
We'll tag it later.
Mm.
What else? I can put this back in. Let's go back to main deck.
Whoops. I technically put Scoot Swarm into the alternate win cons tag, which, like, it's close.
They might as well be with a lot of this stuff.
Alright, I got him tagged.
Alright. We're not playing Doctors. That's not happening.
Yeah, we literally can't make that one happen. Like, we'd have to put so much... Keyjoint alignment just literally can't work. Do we want to try to mill ourselves out? Because we get 3 alternate win cons in terms of numbers, but 1 in terms of methods.
We have 1 actual method.
And if we were going to do this, what would we want to use it? Just like Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, because it draws cards?
It would be Jace.
Okay. We can put the Luck Bobblehead in, although I
don't... Unless we're able to copy it, I don't like the Luck Bobblehead.
I mean, Mechanized Production helps there, but,
Yeah, sure.
It's an awkward one. I don't think it's a great one. I wish we could do Mortal Kombat, but I don't believe we can. I don't think we're going to have enough creatures.
No. We're not.
Ramses, get in here!
Ooh. Come on down.
Ramses is like the easiest one. Ramses.
Come on down, Ramses.
You jerk that made rating things on the Zer scale so annoying. But he do just kill somebody and say, yep.
But the cheese stands alone, Jason.
I'm not playing with uncards, but this is your deck, not mine.
No, I'm not playing with uncards. I mean, near-death experience is really bad.
It is. We could technically do like Wall of Blood to make near-death experience work.
Yeah, but
Which also, I guess, relevant question. Maya, what do you care about again? Upkeep.
yeah, upkeep.
So at the end of upkeep, put a counter on
Each creature you control.
Power 5 or greater. You want to give if you control creature. You actually can do that with Wall of Blood then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
Neat. I'm probably gonna put a Wall of Blood in here.
Yeah, I think near-death experience becomes a reasonable option. Okay.
I'm down.
Okay. Yeah. No, we can do stuff with that.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Jason here.
Yeah, go for it. Near-death experience. This is very funny to have near-death experience and Felidar Sovereign in the same deck. Just casually, you know.
And like you can make arguments for both of them being here. Isn't it great?
Mm-hmm. Should we get Phage in?
Oh yeah. Phage the Untouchable.
That is an alternate win con all its own.
You are alternate win con support for 2 different win conditions. Let's go.
You gotta love it whenever you get stuff like that. I'm genuinely surprised that Miles Anima is worded that way that we're able to do that.
Yep.
That's cool. I like that.
That's a really cute interaction.
Okay. Do we want to add in the... I'm blanking on the name of the card that works with Phage.
Oh, the
Fractured Identity. Because now we at least have a removal spell.
Yeah. It's just funny.
It's also 21 cents, surprisingly. I have a feeling we may be able to sit there and just go, like, massively update the mana base.
Though we don't have that many cards that we can, like, cut out, though.
And that's fair, right? Like, we're not going to cut many gates.
Because, like, we're adding 2 gates in.
Yeah. Yeah.
To
be fair, we do get to cut Darksteel Citadel.
We do get to cut Darksteel Citadel. That is correct. Get it out of here.
And we probably cut the Thornglint Bridge. Because...
Not the Razor Verge Thicket?
I don't know, do you want the indestructible tapped land, or would you like the one that's more than likely going to come in tapped?
I like this one. I like the indestructible one, as weird as it sounds.
All right, then.
They're both coming in tapped either way. That one at least has some upside.
I mean, that's fair.
I don't think I've ever had one of these fast lands come in untapped, so...
Yeah. Okay, then.
Like, I don't know how many more lands we actually can upgrade here. As weird as it sounds, like we could go instead of the filter land, we could put like a tarnished citadel or something in, right? But
there's a chance that City of Brass is cheap enough that you can do it, but
it should be
that's
cheap.
A hard one. I mean, is it less than like $12? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably put that in over like a Shockland, for example.
We're gonna go ahead and get these in.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Town Gate's just being a removal spell while also being a gate.
Oh, it's not just a removal spell. It's also a protection spell.
Fair. That is fair.
But more importantly, gates.
Yes. Hit refresh again.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Yeah, let me move Tally Gates over into the protection area as well. Because that is relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So currently, we're at 94 cards. We will end up needing to adjust some things around.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, as it stands, we have 18 alternate win cons if you do not count 20-Toed Toad and Phage as 2 separate win cons. If you do count them, we hit 20.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 20 alternate win cons.
True alternate win cons.
Yes. There are probably a couple of other things that we can do that make players lose the game.
However,
I'm at least going to take a look and see if there's something.
Strixhaven Stadium, maybe. Let's go.
So, let's see here.
Strixhaven Stadium, baby. Let's go.
That's true. You can just throw that in as kind of like a freebie. Trying to see, though, if there's another one that's like a good way of just making someone lose. Oh,
Thinking
yeah,
we're getting a ban list update in 2 months. I said copium, okay?
Okay, I do have one in here that's a weird one. And it does technically count as an alternate win con.
What you got?
Hidetsugu consumes all.
No.
Hey, the backside of that card says,
I know what the back...
all-consuming deals combat damage to a player. If it has dealt 10 or more damage to that player this turn, they lose the game.
I know what it says.
That technically counts.
And I'm going to tell you no.
Okay. So we already removed the Heliod, but we could also put, like, Heliod Ballista back in.
We didn't remove the Heliod.
Oh, did we not?
No. It's still here.
Oh, well, we can just throw in Walking Ballista and say that's one of them. Because now that is alternate win con. Non-combat damage alternate win con.
Mm-hmm.
Do we actually put in the Strixhaven Stadium? Because, like, that's actually reasonable to do. It's not great, but it's reasonable.
I don't hate it. It's also another piece of ramp, so... There you go. There's the true 20.
There's... Okay, I don't think we're going to do it, but just to bring it up as an option.
Mm-hmm.
There is the option to play Hive Mind and packs. You just cast a pack that your opponents can't cast, or they can't pay the cost for.
House to Summoner's Pact, or whatever.
Yeah. Pact of Negation, a random spell. Oh, the Pact of Negation is by far the worst of them to try to do this with.
You specifically want to do, like, Slaughter Pact or Summoner's Pact.
Which gives you removal in the deck as well. And gets to act as support for your combos. Which is useful.
Yeah.
I don't know if we really want to do that.
Think we do?
It do be a bit funny, though.
And do we have any more, like, gate tutors? Slash...
Oh, yeah.
Gate ramp?
There is... Gatekeeper Vines? I want to say his name of it.
There, you know
and
what?
There's District Guide.
I know that all the gatekeepers are just good for gates, in the most part.
There's a Gate Creeper Vine. Maybe that's it.
Oh yeah, if I control 2 or more gates, let's gain 7. Whew.
Baby.
Oh baby.
Oh yeah, there's also for like generic gate support card.
There's
Um,
the blue enchantment that draws for every time a gate enters, right?
yes, that is Guild Summit. Reshape the Earth. Yeah, that is potentially something we could do.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Reshape the Earth does also have the funny option of, I don't know if we're keeping specifically the tireless tracker in here versus tireless provisioner, or if we just want to add tireless provisioner in here. But
I'm down to go provisioner over tracker because I don't know that we need the tracker. So
okay. So that one does make treasures, and we can do the big funny of reshape the earth, go get 10 lands, and now you can mechanize production off of that.
yeah.
So,
And also you could go grab reshape the earth, go grab your gates package plus the mechanized
exactly.
production and just go.
Yep. By the way, Spelunking.
Yeah, that card's just cracked.
Mm-hmm. I like Spelunking. I think it's just good overall.
Card is just good. And while we're at it,
Oh, you want Amulet in as well? Okay.
we have 21 tapped lands, Jason.
I mean, that's understandable. Does make getting Gone Gate a little bit weird, but that's fine.
And it's got a really, really pretty version.
Oh, it's like $25?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. We'll see about that one, actually.
We'll see.
That one might be a little too tough to do.
I'm going to move you to considering.
All right. I went this long without actually looking at my old deck list to see if I have any recommendations from here. I didn't count this. I don't think you would count this either. Explore the Underdark is another card that searches for gates for 5 mana. It can get you 2 gates or basics into play tapped, and it also takes the initiative.
This just finds 2 of any. Oh, no, it's specifically gates.
Yes.
I'm actually kind of down to play that.
Sure. Here's a question. Would you count the initiative as an alternate win con?
No.
Okay, that's fair. I wouldn't count it either. But
Absolutely.
I figured I'd ask.
I'm just going to tag it in ramp. I'm going to go ahead and put this $42 card in.
Jesus. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I honestly think it would have been perfectly reasonable for them to reprint that here anyway. So
I do too. I don't know why it's not here. They put the fish, but not the card that actually needs a reprint. Whatever.
We could also play Navigation Orb if we want it. It's 3 mana plus 2 to activate to go tutor out 2 gates, 1 to play, 1 to hand.
Oh, I'm down for that.
Yeah, it's like, it's fine. It's gates, you know.
Gates.
It said the word gates on it.
Mm-hmm.
I take it we're not going to throw a door to nothingness at anybody.
No. As funny as it would be.
Okay, just want to be sure.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and add these in here. Because neither one of them are here.
Yeah. Path and Sword's just generically good removal. That one is a little bit weird that it's just not there. Oh. Huh. I forgot that that's technically a funny alternate win con.
What?
Nicol Bolas Dragon God.
Huh, yeah, that does just work.
Yeah.
Huh.
And we can copy our commander.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Isn't that neat?
I think that's pretty
That's
neat.
really hard to cast, though.
That's incredibly difficult.
Mm-hmm. But that does work.
Yeah. I will not deny that. It does, in fact, chat, just work.
we could also back it up by throwing in Vroskas. Because there are 3 different Vroskas that give you some number of things that say, hey, you hit someone, they die now. What are we thinking?
I'm okay.
You're gonna say no?
I'm gonna say no on that.
Okay. Do you want to put in like Vraska Golgari Queen though? I don't think she's necessary, but she does have an emblem that says, or you get a emblem that says, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game.
I'm okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I don't like Sphinx's Rev. Period.
That's fine.
There is a new blue card from Foundations that I've actually been kind of impressed with.
What card set?
It is... Oh, let me find the name of it. I gotta actually look through this deck list here. That's to my left. You're gonna have to give me a second. It's like 2 and a blue, draw equal to the number of different CMCs you have.
Oh, I played with that card in Limited. It was funny.
It's unironically, like, quite good.
Yeah, once you get into the mid game, when it starts getting to 3+ cards very easily. I cannot remember the name of it, though. I know what you're talking about, though, because it is just a 3-mana sorcery in blue.
Lunar Insight.
Lunar Insight, yes.
But that is definitely quite good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be down to play Lunar Insight, even just try it out. Our commander... Well, I mean... We would already have zeros from the lands, so I guess it doesn't add that much, but...
Each non-land.
No, it's... Okay. So I guess then that does help, because then your commander at least gives you a 0 to work with.
Yeah, but you can easily go 1, 2, 3, draw 3 pretty easily. Mm-hmm. That is not a hard thing to ask for.
Okay. Can we remove Alciate of Life's Bounty? I do not like that card. In the protection section.
No, sure. Yeah, this card is cheeks.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me why it's there.
I know why it was there to begin with, but at the same time.
Oh, are we keeping... How much of the life gain stuff are we keeping?
Probably not much of it. Like
we can keep Heliod because it works with Ballista.
Soul's Attendant is just almost like good enough on its own.
Yeah, but it's just like fine, right?
But it also does keep us alive, which is somewhat important.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and remove it.
Yeah. Similarly, I don't think Sunscorch Region's doing a ton.
No.
It's like a fine creature, but Forgotten Ancient is probably fine to keep still for now.
It still makes sense with a couple of our other cards.
Yeah.
So
anything in our ramp package need to change? How's Sanctum Weaver looking? It's not bad, so... Well, okay, I guess KNT is kind of like meh here.
Oh, we still have 22 enchantments on the deck.
Huh.
So
it's a lot more than I thought. Well, yeah, I guess we do have just a lot of enchantments in general.
Mm-hmm. Sanctum Weaver is still a good card here, as it turns out.
There's a card I was thinking about. I don't know if I like the idea of it. Is this a Leyline of the Guildpact deck?
Technically, yes. technically. But also no.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, I'm just asking. Just help the team, you know?
So let me double check one thing. 374. All right. It's technically we're a little over budget by adding the Ristic Study in.
Yeah, we might be able to find some better options than Ristic Study. So
Yeah.
But like, we'll see.
Leave it for now. We'll leave it for now.
Okay. Do we want any of the other like big treasure producers?
Like Professional Facebreaker, I guess, would be one of the big ones. Or
I don't know if we attack enough to enable Facebreaker.
It's a thing.
But like, Ancient Copper Dragon could do, well, okay, that one's way out of budget, so not really an option. Gnawbone's like $40 as well, so I guess that's not really good. I retract my statement. I retract my question. We live with what we got.
Yeah. Revel in Riches is very much cute.
Cute. It is very much cute, not good.
Yep.
But treasure is definitely the way that you can make an easy overlap between Hellkite Tyrant,
Revel in Riches,
and Mechanized
Production. Yeah.
And you definitely got to try with those cards. Oh, yeah, we still have Halo Fountain in this deck, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. I mean, it can stay. We at least have a Spoot Swarm to help enable it. I don't love it, but we have it.
It's here, I guess.
Are we at the point of removing Shalai?
I think we are.
Okay. Are we at the point of removing Seedborn Muse?
Unironically, we're probably better off leaving it in. Because we do still have the Helix Pinnacle to dump mana into.
That's fair.
Halo Fountain still can do things. The Simic Ascendancy can dump in.
Yeah. Okay, we do have enough mana sinks, so.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Some weird cards in here. Can we get rid of Crib Swap?
I am down to get rid of Crib Swap.
Like, I'm perfectly happy to just change that over into... what's the name of it?
I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that out.
Stroke of Midnight? We can just 1-for-1 swap it to Stroke of Midnight. Stroke of Midnight's like 25 cents now because of reprint.
Yep.
30 cents. My apologies.
Good enough for me. Sun Titan's still probably just good enough to play, right?
It is generically fine.
Ghostly Prison's still generically fine enough to play?
Yeah, I think
okay.
Ghostly Prison is one of the least offensive cards that's been put into this deck that we're just randomly dealing with. Actually, okay, can we get like Shiny Impetus out of here? I know it makes a treasure, but I really don't like Shiny Impetus.
Oh, sure. To sideboard.
Yeah, I'd rather get a different ramp piece in here. Just like a generically fine one. One card I was thinking about was Incubation Druid. For our random like 1/1 counter support.
Sure.
It only produces mana that'll land. Yeah.
Land you control creates, which is fine.
Yeah, it is both alternate win con support and ramp, so.
Oh, and I guess so are these.
I guess that's fair to say. Do we still like Aeneas and Tiro, or can we move them around?
I think they're fine.
Okay.
Because they're both this, and their card draw. They do overlap. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess it's fine. I was just thinking about, like, what's the name of the Oracle of Moldiah, right? Like, that's a card you could potentially play. I don't know if Oracle's cheap enough nowadays.
it should be. It should only be like a couple bucks. Yeah, like $7.
$7. I mean, it's still a little more expensive than I would like it to be, but that's potentially doable.
Mm-hmm.
And they only require 1 green mana, which helps the mana a lot. Are we at on number of cards? We're at 99 cards currently, so we can add a card.
Yep. And unironically, I think it really needs to be a card draw spell.
I agree.
So
We are currently not doing any infinite mana sinks.
no, we're not making
Okay.
infinite mana. So
Okay. I was thinking about Fairy Mastermind,
okay,
but that one's better if we are making infinite mana.
yeah.
So, recommendations for consistent card draw that hopefully doesn't make us jump through too many hoops.
That is unironically the cheapest printing of that. Neat.
Coven Library good enough? It's certainly a good card. It's just, is it the right price?
I
I
think
doubt
it's.
it.
I mean, we do have $50 or a little under $50 to mess with, right?
Yeah, I do think I do think we will end up upgrading the lands a decent amount. Cause like the Verdant Orchard is probably fine, but there might be some other 3 and 4 color dual lands we can work with.
The library is $17, by the way.
That's maybe worth it, but there's maybe some alternatives that are lower. I mean, with the number of enchantments we have, like Sithis.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a bug.
Yeah, she gets to go in card draw.
And she gains life.
And she gains life. Ooh, hello there. Oop. There we go.
That is helpful. Okay. Could also just play like a generic Tatiova. That does gain life and draw cards, it gains life and draws cards technically.
And like we are ramping gates out, so I can see it.
Yeah, it will not be an amazing card in the deck. It'll be just like a playable card in the deck.
Nah, Sithis is definitely bordering on the amazing card in the deck.
Yes, but I didn't realize we still had 20 enchantments in the deck, so wonder if there's any other enchantments we would actively want to play that would help. Like if we narrow down our scope to being more Enchantress shelled, right? Then we could change around our removal a little bit and focus on enchantments, which would then open up more for lands. Also, is Eerie Ultimatum something we want? Yes or no? It's like fine, but also hard to cast.
Hard to cast. I don't actually know what else we'd replace it with. That like kind of fulfills the same role.
Okay. Also, while we're here, I am going to go ahead and now look for 5 color spells that we would maybe want to play. So, and I don't think we're going to get a lot of them, but at least give us the options. I don't think we're going to do any Chromatic nonsense. Conflux is a card we could play, but Conflux also costs 8 mana.
Yeah, Conflicts
Celestial
is
Wayfarer is a funny one. Just because all of our multicolored spells convoke.
mhm.
Invasion of Alara, what do you do again? ETB exiles 2 cards from your library until you exile 2 non-land cards with mana value 4 or less. Cast one of them this way without paying the mana cost the other to hand. And then you give us a sorcery, so it goes to the graveyard.
Hate that.
You don't have any ways of removing counters. But I actually don't hate that.
Yeah.
That could be a lot worse. Good old Maelstrom Nexus.
Art's just fine.
Mm-hmm. Maelstrom Archangel, similar category. Just kind of like, it's fine. There's Primeval Spawn for 10 mana. That's a rough one. Kami Wars removal for 6 mana.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gives us a kind of generic 6/6 with trample. It does recur stuff in the graveyard.
Yeah. It's
Maybe.
okay.
It could be a lot worse.
You can go to considering.
Unite the Coalition costs 7 mana. It's a little much. It does give you, like, a nice command thing to do, but
Mm-hmm.
it is a bit awkward. Oh yeah, Threat Portal's a card we could be playing.
And we probably should be playing.
Maybe. It's definitely an option. I'm not playing the Black Gate currently. I would rather play the Black Gate over it. Yeah, that's $7 for that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that sucks.
Yep.
Huh.
That's why I said they're in Portal.
I mean, we can throw it in for now, I guess. At least it does something,
Yeah. That it does. That it does. What are we skewed towards? Green, white,
I have to imagine.
blue?
Yeah, green, white, and blue are going to be our big colors. Red and black don't matter much. Unfortunately, though, we do have, double red, triple black, or quad black, actually, with
Yeah.
Phage, but we don't care that much about casting Phage consistently.
We want Aspara's headquarters.
Do we want 10 with Discovery, people? Even just getting one land is maybe worth it for 4 mana.
Yes, because it's a land of our choice, right? So.
Yeah. I like Nine Fingers Keen, but she doesn't do enough.
Mm-hmm.
She's much better when she is the commander. Also, a hot take. This is not a very good Lightning Greaves deck.
Agreed. It never was.
Oh, Bloom Tinder.
Yeah.
I would be down for a Bloom Tinder. Or just birds. Maybe just birds is better.
I'm down for birds. Because Bloom Tinder is also like 10
we kinda
compared to
need that.
5. Yeah.
We need it for sure. Oh, loot. We're not gonna have to play loot. It's fine.
I like that loot a lot, actually.
I like the card, yeah.
I think the card's quite solid, but...
Late line of mutation, huh? That's a funny one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Crackling Perimeter, so alternate win con, technically. It's just non-combat damage again. Wasn't D-Tracker dude? Oh yeah, you're the blue enchantress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with playing it. It's $1 as well. Nice. We probably can get City of Brass in now if we want it.
Yeah.
What else do we get here? Knight of Nular is a funny one, but no thank you. Oh yeah. Look at Pelagia Wayfarer for a second. Let me know what you think on that, because this is a 5-color card for Jensen.
I was going to say this.
Jared.
This card's quite good still in our deck, right?
Yeah, it's 25 cents.
I was going to say giving quite a few things Convoke, right?
Yeah, and it's 5 colors, so it counts towards everything. You can just literally play it and then play Jared on the following turn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it supports anything else aside from just like Jared's generic things. But
yeah.
it does something. Birds is good though. I don't think Birds is going anywhere.
Yeah, Birds is staying. Entity Tracker is probably going to stay as well.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's card draw. There you go. 9 pieces of card draw, and most of it's repeatable. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really have much of any recursion, do we?
Yeah, it's literally just the Eerie Ultimatum. I'm gonna go ahead and move that to sideboard.
Mm-hmm. Clever Concealment's also kind of a meh card, but I don't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just meh.
Plus it's ramp.
Yes.
And it is also alternate win con support.
Yeah, that's true. We don't have any reason to really be a Field of the Dead deck, right?
I don't think we can fit it into budget at this point.
Probably not, but just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
$30
$30 nowadays, huh? Jesus.
It's a yikes for me, dog. I'm gonna go ahead and not put the Fajali Wayfarer in.
That's fine.
Just looking at how many monocolored cards we have in the deck.
So there's a homeward path in there that I don't think needs to be there.
Yeah, I would happen to agree with that.
Do you got the bridge now? Okay.
Bridge gets to go now. Because we did just add 2 lands.
Yep. And they're good lands.
They're very good lands.
Alright. So now we're just kind of looking at 2 cuts.
Mm-hmm.
We're still under budget. Okay. Do we cut a ramp piece?
I think we can, and I think it's...
Hey, it's gotta be K and T, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're just so hard to cast. They do be funny 4-color, but...
Mm-hmm.
All the board wipes can stay, the rest of the card draw can stay. Any other weird alternate win con stuff that doesn't need to be here?
No, this is ramp as well.
Oh yeah, that is nice. That's good to account for. Oh yeah, we still have Forgotten Agent in here. That's fine. I think that's still fine.
Still turns on a few of our cards.
It helps with the Miles Aria and the
Simic Ascendancy.
It also helps Ramses get through for some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Just, like, not nothing. Okay. I guess Sun Titan's a thing we can maybe look at cutting. We'll need one cut, so it's like...
Yeah, we're not cutting the board wipes. We're really... I don't want to cut either of these.
Can't imagine Darksteel Mutation goes. There's one funny thing about that, which is if you cast it on your own thing, you can get 3 card types out of 1 card.
Yeah.
So that helps with the Happily Ever After.
I think it's just Sun Titan. Feels like the most out of place card here.
Yeah, it can be Sun Titan. I think that's reasonable.
Okay, just looking at like what we removed, it's not unreasonable, the stuff that we're removing. So
No, I don't think.
That's what we had.
Like
5 lands.
Yeah, I don't think any of this stuff is particularly unusual to want to remove from here. All right, do we test a hand?
Oh boy.
How well do we think we can actually? How quickly, assuming everything goes perfect, can we get an alternate win?
Not fast.
Not with that hand, at least.
Unironically, this can potentially go places.
Yeah, no, this can do stuff. Okay, we can try. Okay. Well, if you do that one first, you don't get set the. Well, I guess set this on turn 2 doesn't matter that much, right? It's
No,
awkward. No matter what, there's an awkward thing with the lands.
Yeah, we need to play this one in Forbidden Orchard.
Yeah. It's like not punished, but still punished. Yeah, I think set this on turn 2 is worth it. Like that immediately comes in with another card draw if things go to plan.
Things did not go to plan. We're gonna play that.
I think get the Guild Gate. I mean, it cuts you off of playing Jace, but like, if you do the Guild Gate, then that's your first count towards gates, right?
Sure, but
maybe it doesn't matter enough.
I don't think it matters enough.
All right, fair enough then. Hey, Heliod.
Heliod. Anyways, I'm gonna do this first.
Draw 2. And then we get to put a land into play. A little unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't also get a land drop for turn.
Nope.
Rough. There are 37 lands, so like that is just unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not that upset about it. Plus, I mean, we do have a guaranteed 2 next turn that are untapped.
Yeah, and we have one card draw with the Guild Summit in a second here.
Mm-hmm. We got a next turn.
Just on lands again. Could play the Happily Ever After just to draw a card, but Guild Summit draws a card just off of Sithis alone.
Yeah, then it draws us 2, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we can choose to draw the extra card here.
I think we are going to.
Oh, yeah, we can draw the card off of Sithis first, though.
Oh, yeah. It'd be Hellkite Tyrant.
Yeah, okay then.
Then I'm tapping.
Just play land, and do we spew off removal just to not discard?
Sure. Alright, next turn.
One thing to say, these decks are always going to be slow. Only draws 2 at the moment, but... Lunar Insight? Okay. Like, it does something at least.
It does stuff and things. I think I'm doing this, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. They're not Jared, just making a Kavu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Boom, Kavu.
Certainly an odd selection of tokens that this deck needs. Alright. We had to discard a card.
Discard Jace.
Yeah, I think Jace is just not happening. One alternate win con down.
Damn. Anyways.
Plaza. Let's see if we can find something different to do.
Yeah.
We could also just bite the bullet and say we're going to go ahead and do the whole ramp 2 with the navigation orb. Immediately get a land into play and then have one in hand that we can draw off of.
And then we draw.
You would draw one off of Guild Summit, potentially 2 cards off of Guild Summit because the lands come into play tapped, and then, they're untapped because of Spelunking.
Yep. Okay, SV Library. We need Guild Gates.
Just grab.
Actually, no, it's any gate, right?
Yes. We could get Gone Gate.
So we're gonna go get Tech Gate.
Yeah, I think we do want the tap ones. I don't think we necessarily do want Gone Gate. Oh, yeah. Baldur's Gate. That's great. Hey, that's pretty good. We can always just grab Selesnya Guild Gate if we want.
That's what I'm thinking.
The colors we care about.
We'll put that one in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Center's untapped. We draw a card. Play this. Draw a card.
We do. No, it's just for entering. You draw the card, right? You don't have to pay any mana into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Gate ETBs draw.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you can just, throw down a removal spell temporarily. It does that. We draw a card off of it. And gain a life, but who's counting?
And then...
He already takes up...
Make another one of these.
Yeah, just a nice little 3/3 roadblock.
Are you almost at a win with Happily Ever After? Yes, we technically are.
Yeah, very close.
We are
one permanent type off? Or 2? So we need Artifact and...
1, 2... Well, we could have played this here.
I wouldn't do that on our own thing. Unless you just want the Indestructible blocker.
The Indestructible blocker, it is 2 card types, right?
Okay. Sure. Then we are missing... What? We got Artifact, Creature, Enchantment, Planeswalker, Land. Matt.
1, 2... Sorry.
Matt. We could get the battle in here for the...
There's an instant. There is an instant in the yard.
Oh, we have an instant. Oh, yeah. Okay, then. So then, we're basically there.
Yeah.
Okay, then. That is true.
We got an next turn.
When do you actually win with Happily Ever After again?
Your upkeep.
Upkeep. Okay. We have Clever Concealment here as well as a way to potentially not die, but like... So, I mean, assuming everything goes right, which is what we were saying here, Planeswalker in the command zone does actually make that a lot easier.
Yeah.
Okay. So if assuming everything goes right, we got a turn 9 alternate win here. Which, given that we're working with alternate win cons, we take those.
I was gonna say, like, alternate win cons, that's not the worst.
Yeah. It could be so much worse.
Like, Jason, you've been in the trenches even with Ramos. Like, presenting a turn 9 win condition still pretty solid.
Yeah.
Like,
unfortunately, yeah. That deck, I can't remember the game that I played it on the channel. I think I had Darksteel Reactor in play for 8 turns.
Mhm.
And I got it down on like turn 3 or 4. So, yeah. If there's even a modicum of resistance, you're definitely going to get up to like turn 12. So,
Yeah.
okay.
I think we added enough overlap. Because we've got quite a few that have overlap now. This hand is unkeepable, though.
Yeah, it does not cast spells, turns out.
This hand is
Mm,
probably close enough.
I mean, you keep it. It's just, I'm not happy about it, you know?
Yeah.
Get tap land in first. Okay, hold on.
Mhm.
This hand wins on turn 6.
Yes. I know it does.
Like, without even going any further, this hand wins on turn 6.
Yep.
So, we got that going for us. Actually, I guess it does need one more land to win on turn 6. But that's really good then.
But we have to name... Well, we don't have to name black here. I think we're naming white.
Yeah, we can name white on it. That's fine.
Yep. Next turn.
Path of Ancestry, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Gonna play. And that guarantees that we... Yeah, now this hand actually does just win on... Actually... yeah, if you do Strixhaven Stadium... Actually, does Strixhaven Stadium only tap for colorless?
That's only colorless.
Okay, so if it's doing that... I think the Wall of Blood is technically the quickest line to a win condition.
Yes.
So instead of doing the Strixhaven Stadium, you just do Wall of Blood.
I think we can play this out on 4 just fine.
Hey, thank you, Feldergrip. I mean, it does let you do double ramp spell. 4, double ramp, 5. You play both your cards? This... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Path of Ancestry is hilarious with this commander. I mean, it's just a good budget land still.
Hey, does it tap for any color?
Yeah.
The blade tapped? Wow.
And it cost me no money. Big.
Yeah, okay, then we could do the Strixhaven Stadium. If it tapped for a green, I would actually be all for it, but...
Yeah, it's just colorless.
Yeah. Alright. Sure.
Next turn.
The Pinnacle?
Hello, Pinnacle.
That is the Pinnacle. Okay. So... Also, Strixhaven Stadium with Forbidden Orchard is a bit of a nombo, but...
Oh, I know it is. We're gonna play this out. We're gonna play this out. And we're gonna
Yeah, you just tap all your stuff.
tap like this. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna grab 2 gates.
Mm-hmm. Does... I don't think Baldur's Gate taps for additional mana yet, right?
It breaks even on it.
Well, it's only other gates you control.
Net loses mana. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still probably worth getting, but
It
it
is.
means that any gate you find just comes into play untapped functionally.
Yeah.
And then we just grab, like, I don't know, probably a blue gate of some kind. Blue-black, maybe?
Yep. The
Grab some
mirror.
colors. Okay.
Okay.
If we have an untapped land, we definitely win.
We don't.
Actually, no, we still win, right? Because
Yeah.
Is it 5 mana or 6 mana for near-death experience? I can't remember.
It's 5.
That's 5. Okay, then. Yeah, we have 8 mana here.
Yep.
Yeah, so we can do near-death experience plus Wall of Blood and just win on the upkeep.
Boop, boop. Presenting this on turn 5. Guaranteed. On our untap of turn 6, we have won the game, guys.
Okay. That's a lot more reasonable than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
On that one. Again, we assumed that everything went our way. Which
turn 5 is starting to get to the point where people can actually answer us, but
I mean, just kill any creature. Or, well, yeah, you had to kill... If they just throw a removal spell at Wall of Blood and threaten 1 damage, we can't do anything about it, but... It's like... It's fine. And unfortunately, Near-Death Experience, if I remember correctly, is worded... it will not trigger unless you are at 1 life.
Yep.
Yeah. No gunshots in sight, yeah. They're certainly not in this playtesting experience.
Yep. Good old near-death experience.
We'll be honest, near-death experience is probably one of the flimsier win conditions in the deck. Which, to be fair, it's a deck full of flimsy win conditions.
Yep. I just don't know what we can cut. If we were to cut it out, because, like, we do technically have...
I think it's fine.
By technicality. We have 22 win conditions, Jason. But...
Oh, okay, we literally can't do commander damage, so we don't get that one.
No, we still have 22, because we have two Flage, 2 20-toed Toad.
That's fair. We could also just be stupid and play Luxior in the deck if we wanted to say, no, we get commander damage as an option.
I unironically don't hate it with how dummy thick Jared is.
He do get real thick real fast.
Like, goodness gracious, him with Luxior. Because he can down... Oh my god, he down ticks. Oh, that's hot.
Mm-hmm. Down ticks just put 1/1 counters on himself and nets... He just nets power as a result of that?
Yep.
That's funny.
Yep.
That is very silly. I like that idea. I don't know if it needs to be here, but I do like that idea, just conceptually.
That's very...
Jared players over here get to play Luxior.
That's a very, very funny, No gut shots in sight, says Questing Feldergriff. True.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the deck's pretty semi-functional.
I mean, I would go as far as to say it is functional. Like,
yeah.
It is a low-power deck. We can be honest about that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And we can say 20 alternate damage, or alternate win conditions. You can at least debate us on whether or not, combat damage versus non-combat damage is 2 different win conditions for the sake of Walking Ballista. But either way, damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all of these win conditions are mostly achievable. I think Jace is going to be a hard one.
Jace is super hard.
Strixhaven Stadium's really tough.
Yep.
Unironically, Phage is probably one of the easier, like, weirdly easy compared to a lot of these.
Yep. Because you can, once you get it out, you can just fractured identity it.
Yes. And it also just, occasionally kills somebody.
Yep. They can do that.
And you're content with that. If you just go, boop.
I actually really dig Jared being the commander of this deck, though, unironically.
Yeah, it's interesting. I am surprised how fitting it is to have Jared as the commander here. Mm-hmm. I really didn't think he would be good glue. Like, let's be real, Goshentai of Life's Origin is really bad glue for this deck. Its only purpose was to try to reanimate
your enchantments. That's all it's doing.
Like, yeah, sure, you can reanimate the occasional alternate win condition as a result of that, but like, you're not self-milling, you're not discarding, you're not doing anything to put your enchantments in your graveyard.
Yep.
So it is just kind of a card that is there. We agree that Approach of the Second Sun or Maze's End.
Oh,
Honestly,
the ways you're actually going to attempt to win most of the time is Maze's End or Approach.
Mhm.
So,
yeah.
That's just how you're winning.
If you end up updating this deck at all, or changing it from this, I did just think about how Maskwood Nexus actually can be a reasonable alternate win condition, back with the Leona's contract stuff, because now it has overlap with Ramses.
Right.
So if you can literally just sneak in 1 damage with a bird, and it happens to kill somebody, like, you now have an option. Not that I think that...
But I think I'd much rather just leave it out, but...
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Ramses still has to kill a player. Functionally, has to kill a player. Yeah. Or you just find the alternate win condition that just like randomly kills a player and Ramses still attacked them, so you're like, yay, we did it!
We did it! Yay!
Ramses will be a fun one to try to figure out how viable that actually is.
I don't think it's good here. I think in actuality, going down to 18 alternate win conditions, going no Ramses, because Ramses is just really awkward, no Jace, is actually, unironically, probably the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do it. Again, assuming that you do or don't count alternate, like, Phage is not being counted twice here.
No.
There are 2 ways to win with Phage, but we are just counting her as 1 win condition. Similarly, 20-Toed Toad is 2 win conditions, but we're counting it as 1.
We're counting it as 1.
1 trigger. So, depending on how you look at it, we have somewhere between... If you
we
assume that Walking Bliss
effectively
doesn't count.
have 22 ways to win currently.
And specifically alternate ways to win, because we
Yes.
still have combat damage,
Yes, we can still punch.
and technically we can mill them. This is when we throw back our heads and laugh.
Let the dedicated mill player do that.
Hey, just saying, Jace Mills.
You know what? You got me there. You got me there.
I would not count Jace as a secondary win condition. I don't think anybody should, but you know.
No.
I think I've only killed somebody with mill from Jace once. Any other time I've won with Jace, it's just been for, you know, Labman text.
Hello there.
The cat comes to say hello.
The cat has come to say hello.
It demands the pets.
It does. She's a very needy girl.
Alright, so we good?
Oh yeah, I think we're good.
I think we can call it to a night here.
Oh yeah, I think so too. All right.
So, everyone, thank you all for coming out and watching again. It was a great time bringing this deck and updating it and getting it to a much more functional state. Because we definitely improved it a lot. One way or another, we improved it a lot.
Yep, I will probably wait till the new year to get all of the upgrades, but sometime probably in February you guys can see this.
You're planning to play it?
It is going to get played on the channel.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. We'll find ourselves a jank video for you.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we just get Ian back and be like, all right, we got a different version of all moves, all win cons.
Maze's End, baby. I just want to win. I just like winning with Maze's End.
It is a fun one to do. You can make it work. It's really nice.
I've seen it now win in draft, which was hilarious.
Excellent. All right. Well, normal YouTube pleasantry stuff, you know. Drop a comment, like the video. Appreciate y'all. Watch our videos that are coming out on Saturdays. If you want to hang out with us, we are in our Discord. We are always there, available to chat, and also we have our game nights on every Saturday evening. So if you want to play some of the games with us, for example, I always make sure to keep one of my decks together. That if it was on the channel recently, I'm keeping that deck together at least for one game night. So you'll have the opportunity to play against it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. Although I kind of tend to keep my normal decks together over channel decks, but
To be fair, at this point I have like 13 decks. So
yeah, I don't
Options.
have that many.
On top of that, we got a Patreon. If you want to throw money our way, appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
We also have our social media stuff, and we are on Blue Sky, by the way. And if you are interested in finding us on Blue Sky, it's just at SmoothBrainEDH. Same name as our Twitter handle. But I am being much more active on Blue Sky. I am not being particularly active on Twitter anymore.
This is the official Twitter Dunzo manifesto.
Pretty much. Eventually, I'm probably just going to go dark on Twitter. I just don't enjoy the platform. Apologies.
Yep.
And I do genuinely enjoy Blue Sky. Blue Sky is actually like much more fun. People are kinder in weird ways, and a lot fewer bots. So, thank you all once again. I'm tired. I'm going to head out of here.
Yep. Good night, guys.
See you.